Once you have 35 years worth of earnings, your Social Security will never go down, barring legislative risk, of course, which we expect to happen in the year 2033. Another story. And I want to recognize that Social Security may not mean a lot to a lot of people because of all the uncertainty. So a lot of people are treating it like gravy, but not parents of kids with disabilities. And that's because our kids rely heavily on the Disabled Adult Child Benefit, which is available to some disabled adult children, allowing them to use a portion of their parents' Social Security for the rest of their life. That's life-changing. So the way that it works is Social Security adds up the highest 35 years worth of earnings. They average it and they index it for inflation and they say, here's the amount of money that we will pay you, which means a couple of things. Once you hit 35 years, you've locked in your benefit amount. It cannot go down. You could stop working entirely and the benefit will not change. But if you keep working and the earnings are high enough, those high earnings can replace some of the lower earnings in that 35-year history, which could be a reason to do it, because that makes your benefit go up. But the biggest killer is when you don't have 35 years worth of earnings. They take whatever earnings history you have, and then they add zeros for all of the other years to take the 35, which means all of those zeros are going to affect your average, bringing the amount way down. So when I'm looking at a plan, I'm first looking at earnings history, trying to get rid of as many 0 years as possible, and then determining what's the earliest you can retire with the maximum Social Security, not only for you, but for your disabled loved one. If your financial advisor isn't talking to you about this, find a new one. Disability and special needs planning is just different. It has to be different. You have to be working with someone who gets it.